Viewers, you're watching the continuous coverage of Sansad TV on today's budget, and joining us right now is a very special guest, Parliamentary Affairs Minister and Minority Affairs Minister, Mr. Kiren Rijiju. Sir, welcome to Sansad TV and thank you so much for joining us. First, the big takeaways for you from this budget. It was the first budget of Prime Minister Modi's third consecutive term. The big announcements for you.
Yes, we are very excited that Prime Minister Narendra Modi's third term. It is a historic occasion for the country that Prime Minister, in the very first budget of the third term, has ensured that the Viksit Bharat vision has been truly given a shape in the first budget of the third term itself. The budget has given a clear-cut direction for the nation to achieve the target of Atmanirbhar and Viksit Bharat. The amount of emphasis given for the job creation, for skilling, infrastructure development and other welfare schemes, these are very much encouraging, and every sector and every section of the society have wholeheartedly welcomed it. I am also very excited that the priorities being set in this budget has made us very proud that we are well on course to achieve the Viksit Bharat and to make India fully developed by 2047. And today's budget has laid a very strong foundation and given a very clear-cut direction on that regards.
So, the sense is that this is a very people-centric budget, sir, whether it is about women, youth of the country, farmers, backward castes. So, everybody stands to gain from the budget. So, it was a very inclusive and a people-centric budget. Would you agree?
Absolutely. If you see the amount of emphasis given to the welfare of the farmers and those backward regions of our country, especially the eastern part of our country, right from Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, and the whole of Northeast. This has given a great hope that the Eastern India will also become a great, vibrant economic hub. And if you see the kind of support given to different sections of society, especially women and the youth, are absolutely encouraging. At the same time, the need-based, the requirement which has been provided in this budget. For example, those critical states where the center's intervention was required, for the states of Bihar, for the flood control, or for those specific important projects and critical projects in Andhra Pradesh. These are, I think, long felt requirement which have been fulfilled today in this budget. And for Northeast, especially the banking sector extension which has been provided for Northeast in today's budget, which means those far-flung areas in Northeast which were not, very much part of the financial inclusiveness. Through this extension and opening up of the banking units in the remote areas of Northeast, I think this is an amazing announcement. And for the tribal, especially the vulnerable and very backward tribal regions, the announcement in the budget will ensure that the tribals, especially the most left out tribals, will immensely get the benefit out of this budget. And also the local, the units which require the budgetary support. These are, I think, priorities being outlined. And then the infrastructure. I think it's a momentous occasion to see that more than 11 lakh crore for the infrastructure development, which is from the capital expenditure. I think that will lay a very strong foundation for the world-class infrastructure to come up in the country. So similarly, if you see sector-wise, like fisheries,
Yes.
for shrimps and those the food processing industries, which will have a huge impact on our enhancement capacity for the export driven industries, and then the medium and small industries segment. These are amazing. And when you come to the kind of support given to the salaried and the pensioners, especially for the middle class, I think there's a huge relief for the middle class taxpayers and the pensioners. And some of the schemes like so much of offer for the cancer victims, the drugs which are required for the cancers are being given so much of subsidies. Most of them are now free from extra duties. So this kind of budget, it can be termed as a dream budget, because most needy people, whatever they have required, are being addressed through the budget. So I can say that on the one hand, we will become Atmanirbhar, all support to infuse the flow of capital for the medium and small sector industries, and also for the upcoming, those startups and stand-ups. These are some of the things like Mudra loans been extended, the amounts have been enhanced, and also you see the 3 crore awas are going to be built in the rural as well as in the urban areas. These are for the most needy people. So in totality, I'm not going to explain in detail because it's a very exhaustive, lengthy budget. But if in a nutshell, if you can summarize, then this budget takes care of urban poor, rural poor, urban entrepreneurs, rural entrepreneurs, and those section of the society which require special attention. So I can see that this budget is not only balanced budget, but this is a budget which will provide huge incentives to those talented youth and especially the women who will get the great support from this budget.
So finally, we are all expecting as people of this country a very, very constructive discussion on budget in Parliament, both Houses of Parliament, Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. As Parliamentary Affairs Minister, what is your message to the political parties, to across the political spectrum?
So the budget session has begun, budget is presented. Now there will be threadbare discussion on the budget. The business advisory committees, both of Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, had met, and we have given sufficient time for all the political parties to make their presentations, their participation in the budget discussion. And we are also giving sufficient time for the smaller parties, especially those political parties which has single MPs or independent. They will also get sufficient time to speak on the floor of the House. We want to have a very healthy debate and discussion. So after the budget, the appropriation bill and the finance bill are also going to be taken up. So in this budget session, I feel that the time given would be sufficient enough for the members to make their intervention. My only appeal is to make proper use of those time for debates and deliberations on the House, and then make this budget session very fruitful and very useful for all the members. As Honorable Prime Minister had made a clarion call on the first day itself, that we have already served our political parties. We fought election on the basis of our programs and agendas. It is time to serve the nation. So all the members are expected to make a substantial, useful contribution, and in the service of the nation, we must allow the House to have a very healthy debate and discussion.
On that very, very positive note, sir, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.
With camera person DK Pandey and camera assistant Sandeep, I'm Kruti Mishra, signing off for Sansad TV.